Hi guys, and welcome again to Twisted Vapor. Now in today's review, have I got something special for you lot. Today we are looking at the brand new one from GeekVape, the brand new Aegis Legend kit. So without further ado guys, let's dive on down and jump in the box. So let's take a look then at the brand new GeekVape Aegis Legend kit. So as you can see guys, this is the top of the box and we do have Aegis Legend kit wrote here. We also have a lovely diagram of the device at the front there, and we have the indestructible beast with the super mesh coil wrote down here. Okay. So, moving on to the side of the box here guys, we do have a picture of the device as well as Aegis wrote at the top, and at the bottom here we do have the GeekVape Instagram page. At the top of the box then guys, we have absolutely nothing. On this side of the box we do have Aegis 200 watt rotor again, as well as another diagram of the box mod, and at the bottom here we do have GeekVape's Facebook page. At the bottom of the box guys, we have absolutely nothing, and on the underside of the box we do have a brief description of the box mod, including a little IP67 waterproof and dust resistance information there, and we also have our scratch and check down here, as well as our little GeekVape hologram there. Get into the box then guys, we just lift up the lid of the box and we are met with our box mod as well as the new Aero Tank. We are also met with our spare glass. We also get a spare coil. We also get a little box. And underneath all of this guys, we do of course get our user manual. Now the user manual guys is wrote in many languages and is very easy to read and is also very well illustrated. So thumbs up there to GeekVape for providing a very functional user manual. Also at the bottom of the box guys, we are going to get this little black envelope, and inside this little black envelope we are going to be met with the GeekVape purchase information card. We are also going to get a warning card as well, and we are also going to get GeekVape's social media card, which does contain a couple of pictures there of the new Aegis mod. So we'll start from the bottom then guys. So in this little black box we do obviously get our charging cable slash firmware updatable cable. We also get a little bag containing a spare gasket for our charging port, as well as a couple of screws there for our frame. And also in this little box guys, we do get another little bag containing really nice thick O-rings, gaskets, seals, and a 510 adapter. I think that's it now. Yeah, that's everything in the box. Let's move on to the best bit then, shall we? So we'll start with the spare coil then guys. So the spare coil you get is an IM4 coil. She's rated at 0.15 ohms and can be vaped around 60 to 80 watts. As you can see, we have got our 4 little chimney posts here. We do have a nice bit of cotton going around, and we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 nice sized juice holes going around the coil. So there's our spare. Moving on to our spare glass tube then guys, we can see that the actual glass tube is relatively thick and it does feel rather strong. She does hold 5 ml of e-liquid, so she does hold a little bit more than the main tank, so that's a nice little bonus there. We move on to our tank then guys. This is the brand new Aero Tank. From the bottom to the top, guys, not including the 510, she measures at 45mm by 25mm wide. So if we start on now from the top, we do of course get a removable 810 drip tip. This looks like it's made out of Durlin. Does look like it's made out of Durlin, but we do have a removable 810 drip tip, which is really nice and sturdy in there. I mean, you've really got to give it some push to get it in there. So there's a really nice thick O-ring going on inside to keep our drip tip nice and in place. Moving a bit further down then, guys, we do obviously have easy top fill. To open the top fill up, we just give it a little push and a quarter of a turn, and she does just pop off just like that. Now, as you can see, guys, we do have a really nice thick O-ring here, or seal if you will. We do obviously get a few of those spur in the bag, in our little spurs bag, so therefore, you know, you've got a couple there. Now that is a nice thick O-ring, so that obviously does help prevent any form of leaking. Also, guys, as you can see, we do have a relatively nice wide chimney. We do have really nice big juice filling ports there, so we can fill in one and all the air can escape out of the other, so very nice there. Screw this back on, we just push it in and we go the opposite way to the way we went before, and there we go, she's locked into place. Moving a bit further down then, guys, we do come pre-installed with our bubble glass, and she is a 4mm tube, as I said before. A bit further down than that, we do have obviously our fully adjustable airflow. Is relatively a nice size and it does lock either end. Move it on to the bottom here, guys, we do have Aero Mesh wrote at the base here, and at the bottom we have designed by GeekVape. We do have a very nice protruding 510 pin. To open this up then, guys, we just give it a little screw this way, and we can just pop our finger in like so and remove this bubble tube. There we go. And as you can see, guys, she is relatively thick, so we do have really nice thick glass going on here. So as I said, guys, this does hold 4mm and the spur holds 5. We're going to stick with the bubble, because I like the bubble glass, so we'll stick with the bubble glass. Looking into our chimney here, guys, we do have a very nice sized chimney with really nice smooth threading on the bottom, as well as a really nice thick O-ring. If we take a look at the mesh coil then, guys, that does come pre-installed. The mesh coil is rated at 0.2 ohms and is rated between 30 and 90 watts. We just unscrew it here, guys, so you can get a closer look at that coil. So we do have quite a nice bit of cotton, and we do have our mesh, as well as a good couple of juice ports going all the way around the coil. Thread this back in here, guys, buttery smooth threading on this also. And we just pop all this back together, and then we will move on to the mod then. Okay, so the mod. So this is the GeekVape Aegis Legend, and boy does it look like a legend. Oh. So guys, the sizes of this device, we are looking at 90.5mm by 58mm by 30.6mm. In terms of weight, we are looking at, let's grab the scales. There we go. Give it a little push here. So in terms of the overall weight of this mod then, guys, we are looking at not including the 18650s, 201 grams. Not bad. So she's relatively light, guys. She's a really nice and light mod. Now of course this does run on 2 dual 18650s, so in terms of the weight that you're looking at with the 18650s, we'll find that out now. So with the 18650s you are looking at 294 grams. Not bad. And the mod itself, guys, is also made from 6 different materials. So starting from the top here, we do have a stainless steel, well, a powdered stainless steel top, which they've somehow managed to recast and make it solid once again. We do have a zinc alloy firing switch. We do have a LSR silicone body. We also have a die-cast aluminium frame, which does say GeekVape Aegis engraved. We have GeekVape engraved here, and we have Aegis engraved on the other side. We also have our very comfortable and very well stitched leather back section here for easy grip and for comfortability. And we also have a carbon steel battery door. So there's our 6 different materials, guys, that makes up the Aegis Legend. Now inside, guys, we are using a brand new chipset. This is the AS chipset, which allows it to go up to 200 watts. And obviously it does have the IP67 waterproof and dustproof rating. In terms of the waterproofing, guys, she can go 1 meter of water for up to 30 minutes. The dustproof is, well, the dustproof, it's an Aegis. You know how the dustproof and the shockproof works out. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Now the shockproofing, guys, isn't as strong as the bigger brother, well, as the original Aegis, but it is still relatively strong. So at the bottom we have this lovely springy battery door, which is very, very nice. We love a nice springy battery door. We do have very clearly marked battery indicators there. We take out the 2 18650s that does not come with the device. We can see it is clearly marked on the inside as well. Now we do have a big thick rubber gasket going around the actual battery door there, guys, and we do have these little plugs going around the bottom as well that just keeps the water out and keeps the batteries dry. But if ever one of the batteries were to vent, then these would break instantly, and the air holes here would allow the battery to vent safely. Okay, so let's put some batteries in this then, guys, and we'll take a look a bit further in. So negative down there and positive down there. Close it over, guys. We just give it a push and then move the latch down and in. There we go. She locks into place there. Now the door's not going to ping open or fly open in any way. It's 5 clicks to switch her on, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And she's straight on. As you can see, guys, she is very reminiscent from the original with while we've got it set out. We do have our power. We do have our watts here. We have our dual battery indicator. We have our resistance. We have volts, amps, and our puffs. We have our firing switch, and we do have our negative and our positive buttons here. To get into the menu, guys, it's very simple. It's just a simple 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, guys, our little power section here now has begin to lit up blue. There we go. And we can move over through our different settings. So therefore we have our temperature control for nickel, temperature control for stainless steel, we have our TC for our titanium, we have our TCR settings, we have our vaping curves, bypass, and back to power. Now we can adjust all of this, guys. So if we just leave it how it is, we can adjust our wattage. But if we wanted to adjust anything further down, say if we were in stainless steel mode, we can click the fire button, where we can then lock our resistance by clicking up on our up and down here, and we click it. If we click it again, we can then change our wattages up or down, and if we click it again, we can of course reset our puff counter at the bottom there. And if we hold the fire switch in, it just locks everything into place, so where then we can adjust our temperature at the top there. 1, 2, 3. Put this back into power then, guys, and I will show you the other little bits. So we can change the overall colour of the background here just by pressing this 3 times. You go 1, 2, 3. Wait till our little indicator at the top's highlighted this, and if we hold the minus and the plus together, like this, as you can see, guys, we can see that it does change the overall colour of the background there. Now if we have the fire switch and the positive switch, we can adjust our brightness. Same for if we do the power and the negative, and the power and the plus, we can adjust our brightness there. And if we hold all 3 of them down, we do of course go into stealth mode. You can see that it would fire, but the screen is now switched off, and we can do the same thing again and it will come back on. There we go. To lock the device then, guys, it's just a simple case of holding the negative and the plus, and there you go, she is now locked. But we can still fire it, guys, so she's not fully locked, but it does lock the wattages. To unlock again, guys, we just hold the plus and the minus once again, and there we go, we can now adjust our settings. And that's it, guys. That is basically the Aegis Legend. Okay, guys, so that was a up close and personal look there then at the brand new Aegis Legend kit from GeekVape. So we've got it all filled up with juice. The juice we'll be using this evening is Sussex Vapors Strawberry Slush. Link will be down in the description below, where you can go and pick this yummy juice up for yourself. We've got it sat at 60 watts, guys, and we've got the airflow wide open, so let's give it a vape. Very, very, very nice there, very nice. Okay then, guys, so we'll move straight on to our pros and our cons, as there is quite a bit to cover. So we'll start from the top, which is our tank, and we'll work our way down. So starting from the top then, guys, I love the fact how it has a removable 810 drip tip, meaning we can customise our tank just that little bit further, which I have done. I have now put on our lovely little red and black number there to match the red and black going on with the mod, as well as the red juice, kind of like that there. Another pro, guys, is the top fill system. I love the top fill system on this tank. It is very, very simple and easy to do. A quick quarter of a turn and we're off. We can fill it up straight away. We do have very, very nice big juice ports there, and then it's a quick simple pop on and we're done. I love that. That's brilliant. That is an absolute massive pro from me. The next pro I have for this tank, guys, is the airflow. The airflow of this tank is really, really nice. Although it is relatively loud, it does still give you a really nice, cool, soothing vape. And a very nice, smooth overall draw. Absolutely love that juice, guys. Love that juice. Sticking with the tank still, guys, I also love that mesh
coil. Now, people who already know me and who already have subscribed and seen my other videos know that I am an absolute sucker when it comes to RTAs. I adore them. They're my favourite go-to style of tank. Now, for a stock coil tank to achieve a similar sort of flavour and vapour production as a rebuild is a rarity. It's quite a rarity in my book. So this one's done it. This one's done it for me. The flavour I get from this is fantastic. The flavour is just so overwhelmingly fantastic. It's kept up with me no matter how hard I vape it or what wattage I vape it at. It's always there. It's always topped up, full of juice, ready to go. It's brilliant. What a coil this truly is. So that is a massive, massive pro in my book. The next pro, guys, is the fact that it came with a bubble glass already pre-installed. Is a little bit strange how the bubble glass holds slightly less than the normal tube there, but I suppose GeekVape went more for style more than capacity on that one. The next pro I have for this tank, guys, is the build quality of the tank. The threading on this, guys, is buttery smooth and is amazing throughout. It really shows that GeekVape do put out an excellent product. Okay, guys, so we're going to have one more quick vape and then we are going to move on the never ending list, that is the mod. Okay then, guys, so we'll move on to the mod then. So the first pro I have for this mod is, well, it was what it was designed to do basically, guys. It's its durability, it's waterproof and it's dustproof. Big pro in my book. I loved the original Aegis. I thought it was a fantastic mod, so indestructible. Overall a really great mod, and this is no different. This is also a fantastic mod. Another pro, guys, is its screen. Now its screen, as you can see, I've now turned it red to match the drip tip and everything. The screen is so clear, no matter what the lighting condition, it is so clear to read. It's easy to navigate. It's a fantastic screen, and yet that goes again with the original Aegis that had also a fantastic screen, and this is no different. The next pro I have for this, guys, is the way it feels in the hand. It's a very nice, light and comfortable to hold mod. It's the way it sits in your hand, it just feels so natural. You hardly even realise it's there. It's so comfortable. I love the whole leather back here, and I love all the stitching going on. I love it. It's so comfortable to hold, especially if you're holding it this way and you're using your trigger finger. Now it's also comfortable to hold the other way, guys, as well. If you're using your thumb to fire it, you can get a good comfortable hold and a good comfortable vape using it that way as well. So the overall comfortability of this mod makes it a massive pro. The next one, guys, is the custom color screening. I mean, as you can see, I did change it to red, and you know, you're not sure on color options there to change the color of the screen to go a little bit matchy with your drip tip like I did. So that's also a nice little pro. Yeah, there are people out there who do like to customize their mods and their tanks to match and things like that. So that is a very good little pro there. So that is another pro. Sorry about that, guys. I had to quickly nip out there for a second. So where were we? On with the pros then. So the next pro I have for this device, guys, is the build quality. Now, as I've said many times before, GeekVape do put out an amazing amount of products, so therefore the quality is always going to be fantastic, and this is no different. The build quality on this it's phenomenal. It's brilliant. I have had zero problems with this device. I've had zero problems using this device. I've had zero problems with the tank. I've had zero leaks. I've had zero dry hits. I've just basically, guys, had a massive pleasure using this mod. It's been really enjoyable, and it's one that I would really highly recommend that you lot go out and get, because this this is a legend, and there's a reason why they called it that. So okay guys, that's enough of me waffling on there. In terms of cons guys, I didn't find any. There wasn't really any cons there that I didn't really think were a con. I mean, I suppose one, you could say that it's not as strong as its predecessor. That's probably a con to some people. But that being said guys, it's still relatively tough. It can still take a good beating. So what more would you like from a mod basically that is waterproof, dustproof, shockproof? Vape's great, looks great, feels great in the hand, cheap to buy. What else do you want? What else do you want? I'm going to take one more vape guys, and then that is me for the day. Okay guys, so if you want one of these fantastic kits for yourself, why not head over to ecigone.co.uk, where you can pick one of these kits up for yourself for $59.99. So guys, that's about wraps it up for this review. I'm going to leave you now with a little video courtesy of GeekVape showcasing the other colour options that will be available soon. So until the next review guys, see you again. If you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up guys, and why not subscribe for more, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll never miss out on our latest video. Until then guys, I will catch you again in the next review.